So setting goals is one thing, but actually accomplishing them, well, that is a whole nother challenge.
And in this video, we share our 5 tips on how to actually achieve the goals that you set this year coming up.
YouTube Secrets is out now. Learn the strategies of today's top video influencers in this step-by-step YouTube success playbook. Get your copy today at tubesecretsbook.com. Hey, what's up? Sean here.
Benji here.
And this is Video Influencers, helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video.
And on this channel, we have weekly tips videos as well as interviews with some of the top influencers. So if you're new here, consider subscribing.
So this is part 2 in our goal setting series. And in part 1, we went through how to set goals, right? How to actually write them down, set your targets, be realistic, but actually dream big. And if you actually haven't watched part 1 yet, we'll link it up on the YouTube card as well as put a link to it in the description below. But here's the thing, just setting your goals is really not enough. What's better? Accomplishing them. So let's dive into the tips so you can crush your goals.
Tip number 1, write them down. So many people make goals, right? They might even talk about it with friends or share it with family, but write it down and put it in your calendar, put it on your wall. Whatever you do, make sure you write it down so it's real, so it's in front of you, and you're almost physically and mentally stating, this is something I want to achieve this year. So writing down is so important because so many people don't.
Yes. And after you've written your goals down, read them, tip number 2, as often as possible. You know, for me, I like to look at my goals at least once a week. A lot of people that really experience high performance refer to their goals daily. And why is that? Because you want to keep them before you a lot. You want to repeat them, have your mind thinking about them. Some people like to read them in the morning and at night before you go to bed. So you're constantly remembering and looking at your goals. You know, people who don't accomplish their goals, a lot of times just maybe write them down on New Year's, but then don't look at them for 6 months. Well, you're going to forget about them. They're not going to be top of mind, and they're not going to help you achieve your goals then as consistently.
Yeah, a simple thing that anybody can do is put your goals on a little sticky note on your bathroom mirror, right? Or I like to put those sticky notes on my monitor on my computer because I look at those things every single day. Sometimes I have physical goals, right? Like things I want to accomplish in the gym, and I'll put a representation of that goal being accomplished in a picture form, again, in the bathroom, on the mirror, or on the monitor on the computer I use every single day. So it's front and center every single day.
Yes, and a recommended resource that we have here is actually a book called The Miracle Morning. And it's just a book about having a strong morning routine, and that covers a lot of different things. But one of the aspects of your morning routine could be looking over your goals, thinking about what are my targets today, and then tackling your day with tons of energy and focus.
Tip number 3, review your progress. You know, everybody sets goals and takes maybe a day or a week to create the goals at the beginning of the year, but oftentimes people forget to review the goals. You know, every quarter I sit down at my desk in my office and I pull out those notes of the goals I set at the beginning of the year. I look at them and I ask myself, have I achieved these, right? Have I gone beyond it? Am I lagging a little bit behind? It's important to stay on track with the goals you set so you can actually achieve them this year.
Yes, and so determine a time when you want to maybe even put on your calendar that you'll be reviewing your goals. You know, some normal intervals to consider is definitely quarterly, maybe a monthly check-in, and maybe even a weekly check-in. You know, your Sunday night could be a time where you look over your goals. A lot of times that's when I like to get ready for the next week, think about the last week, but it could be very short, just a quick 10-minute session. Whereas at the end of the month, you might want to really track your progress maybe for an hour or two. And then quarterly, you might actually want to take a significant time to look backwards and forwards to see your progress. Again, those who experience peak performance, major results in their businesses, their YouTube channels, and their brands, review their goals more often. They check in, and then this also gives you the opportunity to pivot if necessary. The reality is you don't necessarily want to treat all your goals like concrete, be so fixed and so rigid that you can't flow with what might be happening in your life, in culture. You know, halfway through your year, it's okay to change your goals, to change your direction. And a smart pivot because of smart evaluation could increase the success you experience with your goals.
A bonus tip here is have an accountability partner, right? A friend or family member who is also trying to achieve their goals this year, and revisit them once in a while. You know, what I love about this is they can actually give you objective progress feedback and help you evaluate where you are, how you can adjust so that you can actually achieve it and you're not just relying on just yourself.
Tip number 4 for achieving your goals this year is continual learning and leveling up your skills. You know, ultimately, we all have to be getting better if we want to experience more success. And there's a lot to learn. I mean, we're always a work in progress. Lifelong leaders are lifelong learners. So practically, set some learning goals this year. What are the skills that you want to develop? Maybe it's getting better at editing or communication or graphic design or actually learning online business or sales or online marketing. It could be so many different things related to success here on YouTube. And then break down your goals when it comes to the events you might want to attend. Maybe it's coaching, and that could be just calling some different people and trying to work with free coaching, or maybe it's like hiring a coach or looking for some actual professional help with a specific skill you want to learn. Maybe there's some courses you want to invest in. When you have clear targets of the skills that will move the needle for your brand, you can then apply events and coaching to level you up faster so that you can experience greater success.
Yes, which brings us to tip number 5, which is be relentless. You just have to do it. You know, one of the more practical things here is prioritize achieving this. A lot of times we have these great big goals, maybe small goals, but oftentimes we put it on the back burner, right? Or we prioritize things that we always do, or like little errands or tasks or meetings or other things. Prioritize your goals. That's how you're going to achieve it. And then just do it. You know, one thing I like to do is if I do have big goals that I want to achieve this year, I just make sure to do one little thing every single day at the beginning of my day before I even get my regular work day. So this year specifically, I've had some big goals. So I've woken up an extra hour early from the time that I normally wake up in the past so I can achieve these goals that are much bigger than previous years.
Yeah, and when it comes to being relentless, we just mean you gotta just stay at it. You gotta just keep pushing. You know, the reality is you will get knocked down. I mean, every year setbacks will come, challenges will come, discouraging moments will come, and you maybe even might fall off the horse completely. You might feel like you just got the wind knocked out of you, you haven't been posting. That's okay. Just get up again. Just keep going at it. You know, if you get knocked down 7 times, get up number 8 and keep pushing, keep being relentless. A secret of the successful is they just keep showing up. They just don't quit. They just keep banging it out, knowing that even if success is 12 months away, 24 months away, or 10 years away, they're just not gonna quit. So keep going, keep posting, keep leveling up your skills, and you can experience some major impact with your goals. So with those 5 tips for accomplishing your goals, there is still a big challenge, and that is, how do you actually keep getting discovered on YouTube, especially this year as it's getting more competitive and more crowded? We actually have 6 specific strategies for getting discovered, even if you're just starting or if you want to grow faster. And if you want to check out that video, we'll link it up on the YouTube card as well as a link to it in the description below.
Question of the day. What is one of your goals that you want to achieve this year? Put it in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell if you're new to this channel.
And if you want to check out 6 proven tips for getting discovered on YouTube, even if you're starting from scratch, click or tap the screen right there. For another video from Video Influencers, click or tap the screen right there.
As always, we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online video. We'll talk to you later.